Hey guys, what's going on? It's Link here. Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be teaching you guys a couple things that I wish I knew earlier when I first started playing Kirby. Or rather, Kirby and the Forgotten Land to be exact. Now, these things aren't like necessarily game breaking or anything of that nature. However, in my opinion, I think you should definitely know them from the get-go. So the very first one is probably one of the easiest, but I feel like a couple people forget, and that is when you get yourself a house, you're able to go inside of it and heal by just sleeping in the bed. Now, like again, this is like very straightforward, but I don't want you to think that you need some type of food or you need to go to a certain area to heal all the time. Just go to your bed. That's all you have to do to heal, and that's pretty much it. Another big thing is over in here, when you get yourself your abilities, and you're able to upgrade them and whatnot, and you name it, you will notice that these abilities are here for you to check them out and to see what they will become later on in the future if you get yourself the blueprints, right? However, this is the place you come to if you want to switch abilities from the get-go to whatever you want. All you have to do is just press A. You don't need the monster or anything of that nature. You just come over here and do this. This is helpful. For example, if you're like, okay, I'm a huge fan of, I don't know, the bombs, and I'm really good with them. I need to go find a bomb mob, and you're looking around the maps. You don't have to. Just come back over here, and you could just get yourself whatever ability you want. Another great tip is any abilities that you're using here whatsoever, even if they're upgraded, in case you don't want to go into a match being completely lost with whatever that ability does, you can actually come over here, and there's a little dummy that you can practice your moves on, which is pretty nice. If he dies, don't worry about it, he respawns, but he's right here, which is very dope. Another thing that is tied to this particular shop is the following. If you go ahead and talk to him, he's going to give you pretty much the full details of the shop. However, he's gonna show you a certain currency, which is right here underneath the money icon. It's a currency that you get for completing a certain type of quest. Now, this currency is useful because you use it to upgrade, for example, any of your abilities. You need to give them 2 of that currency, right? Now, in order to get this currency, it's actually very straightforward. You actually don't even need to 100% the quest. You just need to do the quest. You just need to complete it. You don't have to 100% it though. Now, here's the thing. Chances are you might be skipping them because they're optional. They don't have any collectibles in there or anything of that nature. They're completely optional, and they're these right here, the treasure ones. Complete them, and you get yourself one of those little currencies to be able to upgrade your abilities. Now, another thing you should keep in mind: each ability cost is 2 of those little currencies to upgrade your ability. And another thing is, if you're running out, you're gonna notice that every single time you finish a quest, you're going to get a couple more of these around. However, here's another thing you may not know. There is some hidden that you will not get unless you yourself walk around, or excuse me, fly around in your little star, and you come across a little speech bubble or whatever that pretty much hints that there's something there. Now, in order to tell whether or not there is something there, all you have to do is press Y, and then on the top right corner, you will see that it says Treasure Road List. If you click X, it will show you the treasures here. However, if you haven't done what I did, you will notice that there's a couple that are question marked. However, they're not appearing in your map. That is because all you need to do is run around, and you will get a chance to find some hidden ones within the map that will not show up no matter how far you progress in the game. It will not show up no matter what you complete. It won't show up if you complete everything else in this particular area. It will not show up. So make sure you do that, so that you do not miss out on these currencies, if you will. Another nice little tip is don't worry too much about money. If I'm being completely honest, don't worry too much. You do need money to upgrade your abilities, but if I'm being completely honest, it's very difficult to run out. If I'm being completely honest, it's very difficult to run out, honestly. I have 8,000. I've been playing for about 6 or 7 hours. I'm in World 3. I have a lot of cash. I've upgraded everything for the most part, and I have so much money just laying around. When you do actually get yourself more currency, you start getting all these other establishments. If you come up here right at the tip of this particular area, there is another one of those currencies that you use to customize your weapon, which is pretty darn nice. Another nice tip that I wish I would have known at the beginning of the game is for every boss that you fight in this game, and I mean actual boss, not mini boss, I mean the one at the end of every single, let's call it world or zone, the final to-do list quest, if you will, is always going to be kill that mob without taking damage. I tell you this now because chances are you're like, oh, I have to do it like 4 or 5 times to continue to get each and every single one of these quests to pop up because they're not available from the get-go. Now you know. In case you're wondering, if you want to just get that out the way from the get-go, by all means, cool beans. Another cool thing that I wish I knew from the very beginning is that there is a little gacha machine over here. Now, chances are you didn't miss this. The little gacha machine has the little, let's call it amiibos or whatever, the little figurines, if you will. Here's another thing. If you do not want to spend your money on the figurines, don't sweat it. Every single time you go back to any of these quests and any world whatsoever, there will be a new pair of figurines in there. So, example, if you finish the first world and you find some figurines, finish the world, go back into the world, run into those areas, there is a high chance that you're going to find more figurines in that particular area. I don't know why this is. I don't know if it'll get patched later on, but it just so happens to be that that's how that works. So pretty much you have 2 options. Go back in there and continue to constantly find more and more and more, or don't worry about it and just buy them. The reason why this is important is because chances are you may not be able to complete a whole entire quest in one go. However, you can make the most of it by going back in there, finishing the quests that you didn't finish, but at the same time running back to those areas and not avoiding them and going straight to the thing that you missed. And that way you can kind of maximize how much stuff you've collected, which, you know, allows you to 100% the game rather quickly. But anywho, that is pretty much it. That's all I have right now currently. Hopefully this helped you out. If you have any other tips, by all means, please share them down below. I will like and heart every single one of them because, you know, the easier this gets for us, the better. Especially if you're playing on the, I guess, let's say normal mode or hard mode, not easy mode or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, there you go. Please like and subscribe. Also, just a little bit of a heads up, I am going to be uploading every single level and 100%ing every single level on YouTube, including the mini games. They will not have commentary in them, so you won't be missing out anything. You could just increase the speed of the video, and then you can go through everything yourself if you are curious on where things are. Again, every single level will be uploaded, and the boss battles will also be uploaded, and no-hit runs for the boss battles too, of course, in case you're wondering what's the fastest way to defeat them or what ability you should be taking. So, thank you very much for watching. Have yourselves a good one, and I will see you guys in the next one.